Excellent, and welcome to our Vesak celebration, or rather the beginning of the Vesak celebration here. As you know, that we start off with extra blessings for you, the Pirit chanting, and those chants for each one of you, for your happiness and well-being, no matter what you do in your life. May you all be very successful, peaceful and happy. And if there's any difficulties you have in life, it's great to use the Buddhist traditions and Dhamma to be able to assist and overcome any of those difficulties. Even having our Vesak here today and building up this center over so many years, it's amazing. Yeah, we too had our troubles and difficulties, but we always work hard and keep the precepts and do the right thing, and then over a lot of hard work and a lot of time and a lot of confidence in the Buddha's teachings, it's amazing just how far we succeed in our life. So we're going to start by... Where's Sompop gone? Oh, there he is, okay. We're going to start. I don't know. His wife is here, thank goodness, but he always seems to be surrounded by the beautiful Thai ladies over there. Okay. So, Sampok, can we start by asking for the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts? And after the 5 precepts, for those who want to take the 8 precepts, we'll also do the chanting for the 8 precepts as well. Start with the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts.
Could you please ask for the 3 refuges and 5 precepts together? Below the word is. For the last 3 times, you will have room in front of you. เชิญถาม3 ครั้งแล้วครับมะยังพันเตติสารเนนะสหะปัญจศีลานิยาจามะทุติยามปิมะยังพันเตติสารเนนะสหะปัญจศีลานิยาจามะตติยามปิมะยังพันเตติสารเนนะสหะปัญจศีลานิยาจามะ
So I'll now give the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. Usually at the very least on the Vesak day, one should always try and keep those 3 refuges and the 5 precepts throughout the whole day. I know that sometimes people keep 8 precepts and that's lifting it up, but if you are Buddhist on a Vesak day, keeping the 5 precepts is almost obligatory. So no alcohol, no non-medicinal drugs, no just watching entertainment. Actually, watching entertainment is 8 precepts. No stealing, no killing or anything like that. Be really good people. When I was a lay person, still at university, I used to keep those 5 precepts on Vesak Day, and I never ever regret it. It makes you feel happier, stronger, and spiritually much more powerful. So 5 precepts, at least today, and a few of you are going to keep the 8 precepts. That's even much better. It's a day which you devote, to your spiritual path, to your religion, to Buddhism. So anyway, I'll give the 3 refuges and 5 precepts first of all. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa Bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa Bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi
พุทธังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ธัมมังสารนังกัจฉามิ
ธัมมังสารนังคัจฉามิ
สังฆังสารนังกัจฉามิ
สังฆังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ทุติยมปีพุทธังสารนังกัจฉามิ
ทุติยามปิพุทธังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ทุติยมปีธัมมังสารนังกัจฉามิ
ทุติยามปิมังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ทุติยมปีสังฆังสารนังกัจฉามิ
ทุติยามปิสังฆังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ตติยมปีพุทธังสารนังกัจฉามิ
ตติยามปิพุทธังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ตติยมปีธัมมังสารนังกัจฉามิ
ตติยามปิธัมมังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ตติยมปีสังฆังสารนังกัจฉามิ
ตติยามปิสังฆังสารนังคัจฉามิ
ทิสารณกรรมนังนิทิตัง
อามะพันเต
Now the 5 precepts. ปานาธิปาทาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ
ปานาติปาตาเวระมณีสิกขาปะทังสัมมาทิยามิ
อาทินาดานาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ
อะทินนาทานาเวระมณีสิกขาปะทังสัมมาทิยามิ
คาเมสุมิชาชราเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ
กาเมสุมิชาจาราเวระมณีสิกขาปะทังสัมมาทิยามิ
มุสาวาดาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ
มุสาวาทาเวระมณีสิกขาปะทังสัมมาทิยามิ
สุราเมรยมัจจพมาทฐานาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ
สุราเมรยมัชฌะปมาทฐานาเวระมณีสิกขาปะทังสัมมาทิยามิ
อิมานิปัญจสิกขาปดานิสีเลนะสุขติงยันติสีเลนะโภคสัมปดาสีเลนะนิพุติงยันติทัสมาสีลังวิโสดาเย
สาธุสาธุสาธุ
So now I'm going to give the 8 precepts. Again, already given the 3 refuges, and so just the 8 precepts. ปานาธิปาทาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ Only if you're keeping 8 precepts, don't just chant because other people are chanting. อาดินาดานาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ อาบรมจริยาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ มุสาวาทาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ สุราเมรยมัจจพมาทฐานาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ วิคาลโภชนาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ นาชกิตวาติทวิสุขดัสนามาลากันดาวิเลปนดารณมันดนาวิปุสนทานาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ อุจจสายนามหาสายนาเวรมณีสิกขาปดังสมาธิยามิ อ Imani atasika padani silena sukating yanti silena boga sampada silena niputing yanti tasma silang visodaye. One of the most important things, if you chant the 5 precepts or the 8 precepts, then please make sure you actually keep them, at least for today. The 8 precepts, they kind of expire on the dawn of tomorrow morning. And the dawn right now is probably around 6:15 a.m. over here in Western Australia, in Perth. So please keep those 8 precepts until dawn. But even the 5 precepts, it's wonderful if you can keep them all your life. And that's what I did when I was a young man. Even though I was still a student at college, I gave up all of these things because they made my life so much more peaceful. And my friends really respected me. You know what happened to me? I always thought as soon as I gave up drinking alcohol, I wouldn't get invited to so many parties at Cambridge. But I found I got invited to more parties. You know why? Because I needed somebody sober to drive them home at the end of the day. And that was my job. And people respected me. That I never tried to convince other people to do that, but I made sure I did that myself. I took these precepts seriously. And that's one of the reasons why in some places I've asked people, like, Vesak day today, are you keeping 8 precepts or 5 precepts? You know what they answered? They said, we're keeping 13 precepts today. And I've never heard that before. 13 precepts? What does that mean? And they said 8 precepts in the morning, and after lunch, then 5 precepts. No, please don't do stuff like that. Or in another place, for the first time, I saw when they were keeping the 5 precepts, they put their hands up, as we usually do in Anjali, and in this place I saw them putting one finger down. I said, what does that mean? I never seen that before. And they said, oh, today we're only keeping 4 precepts. They chant all 5. So that this is something which is right here in your heart. You do this because not to show off or impress your friends, because you see its worth and its use. That's why we give these 5 precepts. And if you can keep them, you will never regret keeping them. They're beautiful things to do. So the next thing we're going to do is to do some Pirita chant, Pirit chant. And that Pirit chanting is pretty much the same. Oh, you got one there. This is for you. Pretty much the same in all parts of the world for Theravada Buddhists. Even last night when I went to some people's house to do some chanting. And that was pretty much the same as you're going to hear now. It's a little bit shorter what we do here now, but still it's the same chants. You want... Oh, don't you do the finger? Okay, we'll share one in a moment. So we're going to start the chanting in a few moments. I'll just pass. You do it first, and then you pass it to me. Because as you know, these are bhikkhunis, and we're just getting the bhikkhuni sangha started in our world. And this is something which is always incredibly inspiring. If any of you ever study your Buddhist texts, you find that Mara went to see the Buddha just after he became enlightened. And one of the things which Mara asked, so it's very difficult teaching others, very tiresome. Is that true, Ajahn Hasapanya? It's very difficult teaching others?
Whatever you say is true.
She's been well taught. Of course it is. It makes you very tired. But nevertheless, the Buddha said, that Mara said, why didn't you just enter Parinibbana right now? And the Buddha replied, I will not enter Parinibbana until I have made up or taught, inspired and created a strong sangha of bhikkhus, a strong sangha of bhikkhunis, and a strong group of white-robed laymen and lay women in order to keep this Buddhism growing. And that was his mission. And 3 months before the Buddha passed away, in Vesali, Mara came to see the Buddha again. And he said, after all these years of teaching, we have a huge sangha of bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, and lots of white-robed laymen and lay women keeping the precepts and listening to the Dhamma. So you've kept your promise. You created a strong sangha of men and women in Buddhism and a strong group of lay followers. So now it's the time to enter Parinibbana. And the Lord Buddha replied, in 3 months' time, I will enter Parinibbana. And that was like the Buddha's mission. And so it's very wonderful that here today you see bhikkhunis and bhikkhus. And they're all supported by you. You can say that Ajahn Brahm organized the ordination, yes, but we couldn't have it grow to its beauty today without each one of you supporting it. So sometimes you don't realize just the historical great good karma which you have made in these last years here in Perth. Even to the point that the Buddha stated, the greatest act of good karma you can ever do once the Buddha has passed away is to give any gifts, not just to the Bhikkhu Sangha, not just to the Bhikkhuni Sangha, not just to a great Arahat. The best you can do is give it to the joint Sangha of Bhikkhus and Bhikkhunis together. You have the opportunity here. You don't have that opportunity in many places in the world. You have it in Perth. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to light my candle and we're going to do some Pirita chanting. Sometimes you have to push the thing down, otherwise it doesn't drip. Doesn't go down? Doesn't matter. Okay. Here we go. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Asevana cha balana panditanan cha sevana puja cha pujaniyana eta mangalamutama Patirupate sawaso cha pube cha kata punyata atasama paniticha etama galamutama bahu sachancha sipancha vinayo cha susikito Subhasita chaya vacha eta mangalamutama mata pitu upatanang puttadara sasangho anatma คุลาจะคามันตาเอธามังกลมุตตมังดานันจะธัมมจาริยาจะยัตถะปัจจสัญญาโหอนาคานิคามานิเอธามังกลมุตตมังอารติวิรติภาภามาจะภานาจะสัญญโมอาภมาโตจะดาเมสุเอธามังกลมุตตมังกาโรจะนิวาโตจะสันตุติจะกตัญญูตาคาเลนะธัมมาสาวนังเอธัมมังกลมุตตมังคันติชโสวาชาสัทธาสมานานันจะดัสสนังคาเลนะธัมมัสสาคาจาเอธัมมังกลมุตตมังทัพโพจะพรหมจาริยาจะอริยสัจจานัสสนังนิพพานสัจฉิกิริยาจะเอธัมมังกลมุตตมังพุทธัสสะโลกธัมเมหิจิตังยาสนะคัมปฏิยโสคะวิราจังเขมังเอธัมมังกลมุตตมังเอธาติสานิคัตวานาสาปะธรรมภราชิตาสาปะตโสทิงกาชันติทันเทสะมังกลมุตตมันติยังขินชีวิตทางอิทวาหุรังวาสาเกสุวายังรัตนัมปานิทังนาโนสมังอาติทัตถะกเทนะอิตัมปิปุเทรัตนังปานิทังเอเทนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุขะยังบิรังกัมอมตังปานิทังยะถาจักยะสักยมุนีสมาหิตุนาเทนะธัมเมนะสมาธิคินชิตัมปิตัมเมรัตนังปานิทังเอเทนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุยัมบุตตเสโตปาริวานาอิสุจิสมาธิมานันสาริกัญญมาหุสมาธินะเทนะสมโมนะวิจติอิตัมปิธัมเมรัตนังปานิทังเอเทนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุเยปุกลาอัตถสัทธังปัสสัทธาชาตาริเอตานิยุกานิโหนติเทตากิเนยสุขตาสสาวกาเอเทสุติตานิมหาภลานิอิตัมปิสังเฆรัตนังปานิทังเอเทนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุเยสุปยุตตามานัสสาตาเอนะนิกามิโนโกตมัสสาสนามิเทปาติปัตตาอมตังวิกายลาตามุตตานิพุติปุญจมานะอิตัมปิสังเกรัตนังปานิทังเอเทนะสัจเจนะสุวัติโหตุขินังปุรานัง
นาวังนาทิสัมภาวะวิราตจิตตายะทิเคปวัสมิเทขีนาวิจาอวิรุหิจันดานิพันธิติระยะทายัมปฏิพงอิตัมปิสังเขรัตนัมปณิธัมเอเทนะสัจเจนะสวัสดิโหตุ
อิติปิโสภะคะวะ
อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธวิชาจารณสัมปันโนสุขโตโลกวิทูอนุตตรปุริสธัมมสารถิสัทธาเทวมนุสสานาพุทโธภะคะวะติสวะคาโตภะคะวะตาธัมโมสันติติโกอาคาลิโกเอหิปัสสิโกโอปนัยโกปัจจตังเวทิตาโพวินยูหิติสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอุจุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยายาปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสามิจิปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยะติตังชัตถาริปุริสยุกานิอัตถปุริสปุกะละเอสะภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอาหุเนโยภาหุเนโยดาคิเนโยอัญจลิคารณิโยอนุตตรปุญญาเขตาโลกัสสาธินาทิเมสารนังอัญญังพุทโธเมสารนังวรังเอเทนะสัจวาเจนะโสทิเตโหตุสัพพทานาทิเมสารนังอัญญังธัมโมเมสารนังวรังเอเทนะสัจวาเจนะโสทิเตโหตุสัพพทานาทิเมสารนังอัญญังสังโฆเมสารนังวรังเอเทนะสัจวาเจนะโสทิเตโหตุสัพพทาSo I please apologize for the first half of that chanting, a little bit out of key. I got a little bit of a sore throat this morning, I don't know why, probably because I always talk too much. But also it just shows, it is always difficult, to people to chant together and work together. It takes effort, but if you put that effort in, it finished off nicely harmonious. And if anybody say, well, what about the first half of the chanting? What did that do? When the chanting is not in harmony or is a little bit out of key, that's what we call the chanting to get rid of ghosts. Ghosts can't stand that, so they run away. And once the ghosts have run away, then we do the beautiful chanting to bring all the other good spirits in to protect you and keep you happy in harmony. So that's the two parts of the chanting. There may be the difficult to listen to chanting to get rid of ghosts. If you do chanting too beautifully, even the ghosts want to come and listen. Is that a good idea? Okay, that's I'll make it up as I go along, as you know. So now we usually do the sprinkling of the holy water for you. And because there's usually many people here
Ajahn Hasapanya is going to go on that side. I'm going to go on this side, but I've got no side. I suppose I've got a little bit of a way through there. So can we make a space through there? So I can go that way. And yeah, you can. Yes. And then Hasapanya will go that way. And then we'll go around outside and then come back in so that we can both nuns and monks will bless you. We need somebody to carry this. Ops manager. Yeah, you're the manager. No, for you, to this one. Come on, it's a nice thing to do. You've seen how it's been done before. That's right, yes.
When Ajahn started chanting.
So here we go. You ready?
Bodhiyamule Sakyanandandiwadano Evang tuam Vijayo Vijaya Sujaya Mangale Aparajita Palanke Sise Patavipokare Abhiseke Sampabuddhanam Agapato Pamodati Sunakatam Sumangalam Supabhatang Sumudritam Sukhano Sumuhoto Chasuyitam Brahmachari Supadakhinam Kaya Kamam Vacha Kamam Padakhinam Mano Kamam Padidite Padakinanika Vanalabantate Padakine Bodhiyamule Sakyanandandiwadano Evang tuam Vijayo Vijaya Sujaya Mangale Aparajita Palanke Sise Patavipokare Abhiseke Sampabuddhanam Agapato Pamodati Sunakatam Sumangalam Supabhatang Suhuditam Sukhano Sumuhoto Chasuyitam Brahmachari Supadakhinam Kaya Kamam Vacha Kamam Padakhinam Mano Kamam Panidite Padakinanika Vanalabantate Padakine Bodhiyamule Sakyanandandiwadano Evang tuam Vijaya Sujaya Sujaya Mangale Aparajita Palanke Sise Patavipokare Abhiseke Sambhabuddhana Agapato Pamodati Sunakatang Sumangalang Supapatang Suhutitang Sukano Sumuhuto Chasuyitang Brahmachari Supadakinang Kaya Kamang Vacha Kamang Padakinang Mano Kamang Panidite Padakinanikanalapantate Padakine Bodhiyamule Sakyana Naniwadano Evang Tuang Vijayo Hijaya Sujaya Mangale Aparajita Palanke Sise Patavipokare Abhiseke Sambhabuddhana Agapato Pamodati Sunakatang Sumangalang Supabhatang Suhutitang Sukano Sumuhuto Chasuyitang Brahmachari Supadakinang Kaya Kamang Vacha Kamang Padakinang Mano Kamang Panidite Padakinanikanalapantate Padakine.
Thank you all for cooperating. As you know, any ceremony, it is serious. It's a good blessing for each one of you. But as well as a blessing, it's not the blessing to be used for next Thursday. You know what's happening next Thursday? It's Powerball Lotto. That's not guaranteed. If you want to win, don't buy a ticket. At least you don't lose anything. But anyhow, it's beautiful to add some joy and happiness to coming here, and especially for the kids. Often people say that we want to make sure that that this beautiful path continues on for many more generations. This is how we make that happen, to make it a fun place for the kids to come to, a place which is like their home, a place where they get to know the monks and the nuns so well. If they have any difficulties, any problems, they'll come and ask those problems from the monks or nuns. And just one thing which comes up before we finish off this morning with the alms round. This was many years ago. There was a young lady, she was at university, and she came to see me, said she had a big problem. And her problem was she got pregnant with her boyfriend. It's a mistake. But I asked her straight away, have you told your mum and dad yet? And she said, no, they'll kill me. That's why I've come to see you, Ajahn Brahm. Can you tell my mum and dad for me? It's kind of sweet, but I was very pleased that they had some person they could come and see to get them out of difficulty. But at the same time, the serious bit of that was, please, your children, they depend upon you. I know that sometimes they will make mistakes, as each one of us make mistakes in life. But when they do make mistakes, please make them feel they can always tell mum and dad anything. As long as they tell you the truth, they keep that fourth precept, they tell you the truth. That's the most important one. Once they tell you the truth, you can always help them. I don't agree with what you did, daughter. It was a mistake. But mum and dad are here to help you. They're never afraid of you as parents. Imagine you may have a son who gets up and gets involved in drugs. They need mother and father not being afraid of them, to be able to help them get out of the problem. So that's one thing which I learned from experiences like that. Please, if you have a family, children, please let them know they can tell mum and dad anything. You may not agree with what they did, but as long as they tell the truth, you're there to help them. Because we all make mistakes sometimes. So all the kids here always felt welcome to be here. That's why sometimes we little play around a little bit. Even give them extra holy water. Give them a good soaking, which is good fun. Okay, so now what we're going to do is do the alms round. So those people who wish to join in, get the plate of rice or the bowl of rice, and the monks and nuns will walk on alms round here. And once we finish the alms round, we'll take the food from the tables, and we go into the community hall, we call it. And when we're in there, that's where we will give the blessings, the anumodana. And please remember, if you go and take your food too quickly, you will get a good lunch, but you won't get any anumodana. The anumodana blessing is given in the community hall. So once we give that anumodana in the community hall, then you can go and get a lovely lunch. You don't have to rush. There's plenty of food there for sure. Understand? Yes. Really? Yes. Promise? Yes. Okay. And we have to also give precedence to our 8 preceptors. 8 preceptors, put up your hands so people know. They usually wear white. If they're wearing white, they're not in the monastery cricket team. They are keeping 8 precepts. And also give way to the elderly people here as well. Some people find it difficulty walking, and an act of kindness, please give way to them. Okay. And also give way to the elderly monks. This is my 73rd year, I'm an oldie. Okay, so now, if you'd like to go and get your rice, and line up, and then the monks and nuns will come on alms round.
May your attention again, please. It's outside. It's got a rope around the building. Just follow the rope. You can stand around the building as well. นะครับ Not just in front. Not just in front of the kitchen. You can stand around the building as well. And then we go all the line go to the kitchen. If you don't mind, please, everyone. Thank you for your help.